live, boy. Boy. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. We're live.
Man, look at the size of that bald spot.
Oh, my goodness. All right, test. Test went in. We should be live. What's going on? Live stream, fam. We're here to film episode 33. Wait, 20. Jesus.
Wow. Wow.
Of season 4. Gee, mini Christmas. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Filming episode 23. We're gonna suspend Peningly. We're gonna take some shit off of it. Should be a good time. Thank you for supporting over on Patreon. It's gonna be a shit show this evening. Hopefully you enjoy watching it. And if you aren't familiar, you are able to watch these live streams in the past. You just go click on the post page, click build stream, and then you can watch the entirety of the live stream. Obviously they won't be live because time travel, but yeah. So that's what's going on. We're gonna get started. Audio is now recording for Wreck Back Rebuild Season 4, Episode 23. Also that. Also, GH5S is recording now. GH5 is recording now.
Is your audio going to this or to that?
It's only going to that. Yeah.
So I didn't get any of that side shot.
Well, no, you got the shotgun, which is fine. Format media, format, yeah, F it. Format media, format, yeah, woo. GH5S starting now. GH5 starting now. All right, now we're live.
Recording.
Now
audio,
we've got
recording audio.
Now we got that crisp audio. All right. Why do we have the vent on?
Because it was getting a little warm in here.
Can it go lower?
Yeah.
Had the vent on high.
Yeah,
It was warm in here.
Fucking high.
I'm sweating.
Profusely. All right.
It's so wet.
I am lucky. Okay. We are back. We went to Home Depot. Then we went to Lowe's. But inevitably, we have... we should probably move this GoPro before somebody smashes it. All right. So, Brian, we've been talking about doing weird suspendy things with the Peningly. Let's describe for the people what the general plan is for today. Because I've been hyping this shit up that we're going to do work on a Peningly or a Panigale that we don't see anybody do.
That's because we're sketchy. Sweet. Okay, so we would like all of our new parts and old parts to kind of mesh together a little bit better.
And if for some reason you haven't seen the other videos, we got carbon fairings, we got what's olive green? Got olive green wrap going over the carbon fairings. So we do have a darker theme on this motorcycle.
Right.
And
So some of the stuff that we have put on the right side of the bike, we did the engine cover over the clutch that is black and gold. We put this slave cylinder on that is anodized gold. We put the rear sets on. I know most of it's not here, but this is the base bracket for our left side rear set that we installed. And that is black, the whole thing. So we would like to change all these little pieces down here that all this stuff bolts to and bolts around black as well. So we're going to have to take these parts off to have them powder coated. Unfortunately, when we remove these parts, the suspension is no longer connected to the swing arm. So the rear wheel will just hang. And we won't actually be able to rest it on the rear stand because the rear wheel will just drop. So what we have to do is we have to build ourselves a small brace so we can hang the bike. So we're going to put some straps to the subframe and we're going to attach it to our structure that we're going to build, and we're going to tear all this stuff off, and the bike is going to sit suspended for us until it's time to put it all back together again.
Or at least that's the plan. And I hope it works like that.
Yeah,
Cold
you look
sweats
scared.
ensue. We've insert that much amount of money into this bike, and to suspend it on $100 worth of rods that we bought at fucking Lowe's.
Was it even $100?
The lowest trip, which was just the rods that were the right size, was 108. So add that to the build budget. $108 in metal is going to hold up over $30,000 worth of motorcycle.
But it's only 400 pounds.
True.
So
Brian
if you think
seems
about it
super
that
confident.
way, if you think about it that way, it's only 400 pounds. It's not that heavy. So it shouldn't take a lot of structure to hold it.
This is one of those situations where you seem real confident, so
Never done it before either, not this way. So we're all learning together.
You don't say that right before we get into the episode.
Well, why not? That's the perfect time to say it.
No, it's more of a, hey, we spitballing ideas, be like, I've never done this, but like,
Hey man, we're gonna give it a shot.
mathematically.
We're gonna give it a shot.
All right,
I mean,
all
we're
gonna
working with steel.
let us know in the comments what you think's gonna happen.
I mean, is it going to collapse or do you think the thing's going to live? I think it's going to live. We'll have to see what
I
happens.
really hope it does. Okay, so
We do still have the stock front wheel, right?
yes.
So when we take this wheel off, we can put the stock one back on so it's pinched.
Right. We are gonna have to take the front wheel off because we had a tire snafu. So we don't have matching rubber on the front and rear. So we're gonna get matching fronts. We're gonna have to take that one off. That was last episode. Okay, so let's take people through the process of how we plan on building this A-frame
Structure. Well, I think we should probably start by loosening all the stuff that we're going to want to remove
while we have the friction of it on the.
while we have it up here and we can crank on this thing real hard because,
Okay.
we are going to hang 400 pounds from our little basic, very inexpensive structure.
But we don't want to.
But we don't want to be torquing. We don't want to be torquing on it exactly. So we're going to loosen all this stuff, and then you want to grab me one of the corners from the box over there.
Oh,
I would have caught it.
Dude, I ain't throwing that at you with carbon fiber bearings.
I would have caught it. So we bought these. They're kind of like tent corners.
I think they literally are tent
I think they're tent corners. They're for like
for a
those
fucking tent.
those nice outdoor. Those nice outdoor tents. You put a bunch of tables underneath them, and you have a little party and stuff. So, so what we're planning on doing is we're going to take 2 of these.
So if it's good enough for a tent, it's good enough for the.
Well, if you have ever been in any of those things, they use a whole lot of steel to build
No,
those
I
things.
know. It's just the logic in my head of saying, hey, if it works for a big tent, it should be no problem.
I mean, if it's going to hold up that big ass tent and not kill everybody underneath it, then I think we're okay.
True. Yeah, let's
know?
hope.
So yeah, we're going to use 2 of these, and we're going to put rods that come out of each one of these down to the floor, and then one that goes across to a duplicate on this side. And then the legs at the bottom, we're going to tie the legs at the bottom together so they can't spread out and the whole thing can drop. And that should be plenty of structure for us to get our bike suspended. So, are you?
I'm modeling the piping.
Yes,
oh, wait,
you
wrong
are.
piping. Wait,
Yeah, you had one right one and one wrong one.
where's our longer thin piping? It's already there.
It's right there.
Okay.
Okay, so we should
Loosen up
probably
stuff.
start by loosening all this stuff up. And then we'll go ahead and drop the lift down to the floor and we'll assemble. Actually, we'll need to drill a couple holes.
Yeah, because we have to tie the legs off so they don't go like.
That'd be sketchy. Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was talking about me doing a split.
That'd probably be just as, it might even be more painful if the bike does it.
Yes, 100% true fact. Okay, so we're removing these boys,
Well, we can take these 2,
right?
and then we're going to loosen this one, that one, that one. We should probably just take the whole shock out, so that one.
Just for safety.
Loosen that one, and then this pinch bolt, that one there, and that'll be everything loose, and then we'll go to the other side and we'll,
Those sure do look
Do the
like
same
fives to
thing?
me, Brian.
which ones?
One of them. At some point, the 5 is going to work.
I don't think in this case particularly.
Oh, that one's not. That one's
No.
not. Hey!
Well, we don't need to touch those because those are just hanging out in there. So I'm just going to do that right.
All right, let's just get that B-roll shit going. So, wait, I should probably get a...
A real tool, yeah.
Now we can start the B-roll, then I'm embarrassed. I'm just. Oh, I got it. Hilarious. Hilarity ensued.
Get it though?
Depends how riveting the content was.
I don't believe that you have a Torx big enough. This one might be big enough for that piece of hardware.
What piece of hardware?
That's
that
one
seems-
size small.
Seems sketch.
Yeah.
I'm just loosening, right? Like.
Yep.
Okay. We can actually take this entire piece off right here.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to have a tool to fit in there.
What is happening here?
So somebody asked, what's the point of taking the bike apart this late in the game? They said they know they missed something.
What is that on
We
the...
did say it at the very beginning of the stream, so.
True.
So
We're,
for you guys that kind of missed it, we are taking off all of the silver that the rear sets are bolted to, which on this side continues on to a bunch of the suspension parts. So we're taking all that stuff off
Got it.
so we can powder coat it all black, and so everything matches.
Sorry for the noise. We were having a rough time over here.
Somebody banging on
Well, you know, sometimes you just got to use brute force. Am I right, Brian?
it. Yeah, the hammer and weld it.
Right? Right, that was the deal, right? It's pretty much a deal.
Is that off of Gold Rush?
Yeah.
It's a good line though. It's either like finesse fix.
Or hit it with a hammer and then weld it when you're done.
Dude. This is like not coming out anymore.
Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
Got it. Look, it's there. Oh, that thing. Not the
is that a
one,
6?
but dang, that's close.
Well, you're pretty much done now, but
Oh, don't worry, Brian. Got it.
I know. The fantastic organizational of this particular little bin is, here you go. You may need it for the other side, so you may as well hang on to it.
Hey, this is the perfect size to get into this little area. Wait, so are we taking off this little Y-shaped
Nope,
thing?
we're not touching that.
So only the big...
That big one there, yeah. So
Got it. $10,000 gone.
and then what is it, a 10 or an 8?
Already got it.
Here's the long one. Oh, okay, you got behind it.
Yep.
All right, it's loose enough.
Okay.
So which ones have you loosened?
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. Not cis. What am I supposed to do with this, Brian?
Put it on there.
Luke's face is everything. I love it. Oh my god.
This one's a little longer. It may make it a little easier.
I got a grip on this one, so. It's the same size as. Oh, it's loose. Ha! Nailed it.
You thought
All
you
right.
broke it, didn't you?
Yep. I thought I broke it or broke this into it. Nothing happened, so. All right, so 1, 2, 3. We can't do this. So what do we do?
Yeah, I'm still working on that one.
Still thinking. Okay, cool. We're gonna head to the other side. Then.
There's still what are you missing?
Well, so we can take that. That's later. Because we're taking it apart here.
Oh, I didn't realize.
with
Wait,
the-
yeah, we're taking
And
that
then
off.
this, so these two pieces come off as one, right?
Well, I mean, if we're gonna have it powder coated, it's all got to be.
Yeah, so it's
But we can
not
take it.
gonna
Off,
stop
we
today.
could take it off completely.
gonna
Whether
stop.
we take it apart or not, we can get it off.
Right.
So, yeah,
This one, little. Did they make this hole specifically for?
probably to fit a tool, most
Mhm.
likely.
Good job, Ducati.
Okay, now the other side,
All right.
and the same thing with the kickstand. We'll get the kickstand apart once it's off.
Noise! He said noise!
Noise.
Noise!
Now that's a knife.
I think with all these little parts on the sides blacked out, this thing is going to be.
Noise!
Yes. Think it's gonna look pretty nice.
All right, so we're going to do these two,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that'll take pretty much the whole foot peg off.
So is that a 5?
Yeah, those are the ones that were a 5. I got it.
That's nice.
Don't scratch shit, man.
Hey. Look at that screaming bloody murder.
Careful when you're taking brand new shiny parts apart, man.
Be careful with this. Treat it like your precious.
I'll kick you in the shins in a second.
Wait. Is this gonna get all funky with this?
That's all going to come off and it's going to stay. All the hoses and the bracket is going, this is all going to, oh, you need to take those out too. See if it's the same size? Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Actually, the way this thing works is that whole foot peg's just going to slide right out of the slave cylinder or master cylinder. Okay, take this last bolt out. Remember, this one's that rod.
Oh, right. I forgot that.
And
Okay.
I'll take that one off. Can I have that? And you take these two, and they go in the
Pop it back on.
back, just back in the holes.
Right.
Do it from this side.
It's almost as if it's more aesthetically pleasing. Interesting. Oh, right. Are they on that camera? Yes.
And then these two actually go here.
Right. All right, so to get this one off, do I have to go from the bottom? Oh,
One
wait,
there
no,
and one
sorry.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess we need to take that off anyway. Then you can get to that one.
These are coming all the way off, right?
Yep. It's going.
I was trying to figure out a way to hold it and not like keep tapping the swing arm.
Yeah.
And yeah, I still do.
You already loosened the bottom one?
No.
I guess you did.
We might just not have put it in very tight. Dude, these things go in deep.
Well, it's a foot peg. It's kind of important that the hardware
Right.
is everything is mounted very, very firmly.
Okay, so now we can take this piece off.
Well, we're waiting. Well, we could loosen that bolt
We gotta do
and
that
that
one,
bolt
and then this
and
pinch thing.
That pinch. Yeah.
Right. Is that it for this side?
Yeah, just that one bracket.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, because the other side we've got the shock to deal with. All right, so if everything's loosened up now, are we ready to?
Now we can, bring the lift down to the floor and, get our
Gas tank
our
off?
stand assembled. Take off the seat, take off the gas tank.
Right.
So for you that asked about when we're going to get to the gas tank, that's actually a conversation we had earlier today, and we're still kind of left in limbo a little bit.
Yeah. So if you're on Patreon, I mentioned to you guys about the bike flips and stuff. So we're thinking we've got a little parts issue with the gas tank, or a cover for the gas tank, or whatever we're going to end up doing. So in the meantime, that's one of the reasons we're kind of pushing these flips forward, if you will, because that way we'll be able to do some stuff and give some bikes away while we try to figure out that situation. If you're watching this on YouTube and you're like, Chase, what are you talking about flips? That's because we're going to start flipping motorcycles and giving them to our beautiful Patreon people. So we can give out more bikes in less amount of time. Should be a good time. Coming to a YouTube channel near you named Chase on Two Wheels. Nailed it. All right.
Okay. So
Seat.
we could take that stuff off first.
Silly goose, there's a bolt in it.
Not like Chase last time that just ripped it off and threw it in a box with the hardware in it. That didn't happen or anything, did it?
Thought you'd forgot.
8mm socket for the next part.
Let me reinstall the hardware so
You can throw the seat in a box and not worry about it.
No, so I can delicately place the seat over here in our future parts bin. Duh. You said 8mm socket.
And then that 5mm T-handle we'll need back, or maybe even a 5mm Allen socket.
I think we already have the 8 out, right?
No, not Allen, 8mm socket.
Oh, shit. Hey, I know what you're talking about, though, so at least for that.
Yeah, but if I asked you to get one, would you be able to do it?
Probably not. So just take these two bolts off?
Those two nuts off, yes. You should just get used to calling shit hardware, and then you can't get it wrong.
Oh, I could just say that blanket statement.
Yeah, remove these two pieces of hardware.
Oh, game, set, and match, mother.
I want to see how many times you still screw that up.
Probably gonna continue to. All right, so I've removed the hardware for the gas. Oh shit, there's washers. Whoa, going over here for safety. Okay, hardware uninstalled. I think. There's no That's just a, it's just a thing, right?
Everything is just a thing, Chase.
There's no bolt in there. There's no hardware in this area. Yeah, I feel confident saying that. That's what I was thinking. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Brian.
We're gonna, hey, we can use a new pair of needle nose pliers.
Oh man, let me grab them. Wait, where are the needle nose pliers? Like which ones do you want? I don't even know where they all.
It's over there. Over there. Over
We got
there.
brand new pliers. How do you? Oh, there we go. Brian, would you like these?
Would you like those?
What am I grabbing?
See the little sleeve that's inside of the end of the. You need to pull it out about halfway. That's it.
Woo.
That's all the way.
Woo!
That's
Pretend I did nothing. Okay. You know, Brian, so there's going to be this metal sleeve on the inside, and if you need to pull it out, don't pull it out the whole way. A noob mistake, but you can use these needle nose pliers. You can actually pull it out halfway. Just be super careful, though. Nice. Nice job on that pull, Brian. Really proud of you. Okay.
Just pick it up.
I'm weak. Sorry.
Yes. It's pretty much full too, so it's going to be tippy.
I gotta use my man strength. All right. So now we build the structure?
Now we build a structure.
Structure building montage.
So we need to take those pipes, stick them up in the vise so we can drill a couple holes in them.
Is it crucial that the holes are in the exact same spot on both pipes? It's
No,
not,
just
right?
need to be close.
Okay.
Fairly close to the bottom so we're not tripping on them.
Okay.
Yeah, once we tie the bottom together,
It will have much more structure.
it'll have much more strength, yes. Because right now we're just depending on those
Welds.
tubes, those kind of
Right.
very thin-walled tubes. Once we tie it together, we'll be using the legs for strength instead of the tubes.
All right. Well, no time like the present. What is the? Oh. Is this the?
Bigger ones.
It's the bad one.
Wow, that rang for a while. He's definitely not handing you a second one after the first one. Definitely not.
Luke has lost all piping privileges. We're just going to put these in a safe place where they'll only fall again. No, no, no. No wonder Brian does that all the time. That was so satisfying to slap another man's hand. Just look.
Perfect.
Okay. It's bad when Heather texts me, "Is everything okay in the garage?" Because of a pipe dropping. Nobody cared? Okay. Are we can drill over here?
Flip that vise over.
Like this?
See the little handle in the middle?
Yes.
Right, loosen it. Flip the vise over.
Oh! Wow!
That's a pipe vise.
Wow! How cool is that? How far up do you want to go on the leg?
Pretty close to the floor. So like you're gonna bring this like way out here so you can drill. You know what I mean?
Right. So what you're saying is
That's
you
it.
want to drop it down low, drop it. can't do it.
Nope.
Okay. I can.
Thanks, Luke. Always killing the game.
I think the punch might be laying around already.
Do we need titanium drills? What about?
You need a punch and a hammer. You need one that actually has a tip on it.
We got a lot of stuff in here.
And a hard hammer.
So hold it as towards the middle as I can.
Chase, close to the bottom.
But if it's in
If
the
it's
vise,
that high off the floor, it's just going to be you're going to trip on it.
so you want it like down here.
I want it like pretty much at the floor.
Oh, like right here.
Yes.
Okay, well, now we have a better understanding.
That's it.
Wasn't much of a hit. Should I do it again?
How heavy is that hammer? And you couldn't make a dent in that little tiny pipe?
Lieutenant Head.
Okay, go for it.
There you go.
I see. All right. Now, we need a hole big enough to put this entire eye hook all the way through.
It's 1/4 inch.
Oh.
Can we spin the table? So live stream? You turn this back towards.
I was gonna bring my. Oh.
What?
Does that work?
Yeah, look at it.
That should work.
Yeah. You just can't stand when you get stand.
There you go. You stand there.
Fast and low or low and fast?
Fast and low or low and fast. Looks like it's drilling pretty good right now, doesn't it? Looks like a good speed.
Low and fast, boys. I really need safety goggles right now. Yay.
Now
Wait,
know
we have to test it.
What do we have to test on? Oh,
To make sure it fits with the eye hook thing.
where's your pocket knife?
It's in the office. Yeah, it's like a membrane. Like I just birthed an eye hook. I'm not gonna say all the things in my head right now. It's probably best.
Just stick it in there, see if it fits.
That's what
You
she
didn't
said,
have to
and
take
then what
You
happened?
didn't have to take the nut off. That's what I'm saying.
Perfect. All right. Next. Oh. Okay. What an interesting on guard. Wait, I literally just said I need goggles, and then I'm going to do it again without goggles. Jesus, do I not care about my eyesight?
You don't care about your hearing, I guess, then.
After Luke's shenanigans, there's no hearing in this garage.
That was pretty funny.
No, you can't say that because that'll antagonize him to do it more.
Oh, I don't need to antagonize Luke. He does whatever the fuck he wants to.
Brian, you're walking around on me. Calm down.
It's a good thing that it didn't need to be perfect. Too much pressure.
That's me every episode, Brian. Too much pressure. You see what happens to a grown man when he gets too much pressure? So, oh, not even. Oh, we don't have to test it 'cause it's the same size. Whew, glad I didn't say that.
Don't throw the hammer. Because that was probably what would have actually happened if you swung that.
Dude, look at this grip.
Uh-huh. She would have went flying through the goddamn room.
You gotta delete that. We're in the Bible Belt, Brian. We can't say words like GD. Come on.
Do you want me to tell you what I think about that?
Nope, I do not.
Okay,
Just
then.
to remind you, we are streaming live, and I can't do anything to take it back.
You get you unplug your computer. There's like a delay.
Oh, right. But no, it would still be sending. I'd be like, no! Heather's going to text me now like, what's happening downstairs? Is everybody alive?
Chase has got all kinds of energy from actually eating food.
Yeah, oh, that is true.
You won't like me when I'm full.
All right, Chase, you're on a little bit of an angle. You need to be more straight into the pipe. There you go. See it now?
I can see clearly now, the hole is straight. I can see all obstacles in my way. Out with the old and in with the new. Oh, because, man, we are like a machine. Ex machina over here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's not sketch at all. Woo! Close enough. Nope. Don't you
Here, when that happens, it means you need to make this deeper.
Oh, be ready for loud.
There it goes. You hear it click? It's a nice speed for those drill bits.
"12 years later." Breaking ground, boys. Oh, yeah. All right.
Okay.
We got holes in different area codes. It's probably, oh, the song's not exactly like that, but
So where's the eye hook and then the other package?
I got your other.
Got your other package right here.
I got your other package right here. Stuff on the ground everywhere. Act quickly. So what's the strategy for this boy? So now we have a nut, and it has. Oh, interesting. Oh, dude, this is my opportunity to use our crazy ones. Hell yeah! I'm so excited for this. How do I get this open? did one.
Is it tight?
Sure. Wait,
Where's the fourth one?
Luke. That's the wrong thing.
There's one package. There's the other package. Did you walk away with it when you went to get your pliers?
shit.
I was so professional in my plier gettage that I did not even realize the error of my ways.
You like those pliers, don't you?
I love these pliers. They are my new favorite.
Get yours at wreckbikerebuild.com. Just kidding. We should make our own tools, Brian. Let's do it. New business strategy.
Right. That's kind of a hard business to get into.
And you think giving motorcycles away ain't?
Yeah, no, not compared. That's tight enough.
We gotta get it straight. Okay,
Well, that's wrong. But
so now we're ready.
like all those are.
This is well, I can't undo the tightness that I've done. Like, you know. There you go.
Close
Okay.
enough. Okay.
Now we build the frame.
Here, you hold this,
It's probably okay.
and can you handle?
What weld do you want to?
I want the point facing up.
Got it.
There's this one. This.
We're building a house.
Oops.
You trying to make this fall? Is that what's happening? Do you know where the center bar is?
It's right there.
Nice job, Brian. All right. So now we need to get the ratchet straps and lock the legs down.
Yep.
Because this isn't going to go anywhere.
Nope.
Okay.
You want to take that off and untwist it?
This is the big moment. or half the big moment.
You switch cameras, Chase?
Say what?
You switch cameras?
Yeah.
Go like that.
Yeah, way better. Nice thinking.
From the other side, Chase.
This side?
Yep,
Did the other side the other way.
I know. I had to undo it and redo it.
Ah, well, no shock there. Any notes of how tight to make this?
Just tighten it up. Oh, one more click or two more clicks.
So now we've got tension at the legs, got tension at the top.
That's plenty strong. Ain't going nowhere. You feel better about it now?
Yeah, that's a solid 206 pounds on one side.
Put another click or two in your strap.
I gotta admit, I had very little faith that that thing was
You didn't
going
think it
to
was
feel as
gonna work?
strong as it actually did.
Okay.
Do we need to worry about this rod coming out?
No, because these are pinching that rod from slipping apart, and we don't have any outward tension on it,
Okay,
so there's no reason for it to come apart. And if you really, really wanted to, we could strap that in there.
right. So now we've got two more ratchet straps, and we'll do one against here to here, and then one against here to there. Is that how we're going to do that, or?
We'll just put them on, and we'll figure out a way to get this thing suspended here, because it's going to be a little weird with the length of the strap.
Right.
So if it doesn't go around the bar, right here.
Oh, okay. You just have it looping into itself type thing?
Yeah, so we could do.
You want to try to do some like knot situation?
Oh, that's not going to work how I wanted it to.
Now, this would ratchet like to right here.
I was just thinking, actually, like.
Oh, only use one ratchet
I
strap?
just use one. It's plenty strong.
Yeah, what's the weight capacity of a ratchet strap?
They're usually a few 100 pounds.
And it's not going to be holding the entire weight of the motorcycle
No,
anyway, right?
nope. 1,320 pounds.
Per strap?
440 pounds working load.
Sheesh. All right, so what's the idea for this side?
Just get it to hook on so it's on the outside. You know what I mean? Over and go. Yeah, that should work.
Okay.
Take the twist out of this real quick.
Okay.
All right,
So hoist her up.
go ahead. One more click. You got the weight.
It's not the
Take the rear.
prettiest.
Take the rear stand out.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
Why not?
Because that
Take
seems...
the rear stand out.
All right.
I mean, even if it's not hung up, there's still suspension. It's not going anywhere.
Right.
Okay. All
So
right.
we're still on the ground.
But that's enough for the weight of the suspension. The bike's not going to fall.
Right. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's tight.
That's so tight. Okay. So at this point, we should be able to, like, undo those bolts, and the taco can crunch.
All right. So here's and the taco can crunch.
This episode was sponsored by Taco Bell. Did I not tell you?
No, you didn't. Why didn't we have Taco Bell then?
We have Chick-fil-A today.
Yeah, but Chick-fil-A don't sponsor nobody.
Taco Bell doesn't
Probably should. Taco Bell's got a better chance of sponsoring the stupid shit we do than Chick-fil-A.
Crank your side one more click.
Especially Brian dropping GDs earlier on. We lost the Chick-fil-A sponsor.
One more. One more. You good? Did it? Okay.
How is there nobody else in the chat? Is that the same person?
I think so.
Seems like it.
I guess nobody else likes us.
Well, it could be like we are filming at like a weird time. Like
How many people are watching right now?
9 supposedly. Let me
Where-
check
where
my
does it
email
say?
to make sure. Concurrent viewers.
Yeah, 9, 8,
Just wondering if
9.
the chat's been weird.
8 or 9, 8 or 9.
Well, the chat was doing weird shit last time, so it
Yeah, that's what I'm
very much could be.
Happy birthday or anniversary to your wife,
Well,
whichever it
noted.
was. They don't know.
It was definitely a birthday. So
Okay.
she says thank you. All right. I don't have any weird Patreon emails. Okay.
So if you're concerned about one strap doing it, we can do another strap the same exact way, like back here.
I say like we might as well.
Yeah.
Like we're here.
We
we've
have
got the
another strap.
Yeah. That would give me slightly more peace of mind. Even though I will say I'm impressed with where we are.
Actually, we'll do the opposite.
All right. So I'm going to go around.
Try and stick it in between under that hook.
Like right
so
here.
yeah, so you'll have to curl it. Yeah, like hook it. There you go. Hopefully that fits in there.
No.
No.
But I can do.
Yeah, that's fine.
Where are we at? There.
Go take the hook off.
Uh-huh.
Go outside the pipe.
And go what, like right there?
Yes. There we go. That works.
So what are you going to do, like
Just
back
hold-
here in the rear section?
Um,
I can
You got
hold
the
this
tension?
tight.
Okay.
So yeah. Should we do a disclaimer, like don't do this at home and let like train
hey
professionals?
man, if you want to do this at home, that's on you. Don't blame us.
What, when are we taking the front tire off?
We could take that off now as well.
Just before we have it fully floating.
Well, I think what we'll do is we'll take that wheel and tire off, and then put the other wheel and tire, the factory wheel and
Yeah.
tire on. Yeah. Here, hold that.
Disclaimer: this video is being filmed with trained professionals. Do not attempt at home on your own, and if you do, it's not our fault. Yeah, whatever happens. We got to cover our butt. Oh my god.
Sure.
That should work for all the legality of it. We're definitely not going to get sued now. Somebody in the garage is not going to get sued. Oh.
Oh, what?
the weight is being picked up towards the front.
That's why I was asking about the front tire. Because when you were doing that, that's what it looked like it was going to do. It was going to compress the front into the lift.
All right, it's up now.
Okay, so now we
But
have.
we're pushing down into the front right now. But once we have it off, we could let some of this weight off.
Yeah.
You know, once we have our suspension components apart,
Yeah.
we could let some of the weight off the front end and then do the front end.
Oh, right, because this lift, if there's nothing on it and you stand on the front, it's angled and it'll fall forward. So that's basically what's happening now.
Well, yeah, I mean, the bike is clamped onto the front.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
as we're picking the back up, it's pushing the front into
got
the...
it. Okay. So what do we need to do now to figure the front out? Or do we need to figure
Let's
the
worry about the rear.
Okay.
You know, all the stuff that we were going to do and get rid of all that stuff, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. All right. Fine, Luke. Fine.
Can I have some water, sir?
There's a whole fridge, sir. What a fucking crazy show this is.
Yeah.
So
Pretty neat little contraption, though, isn't it?
honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't come into this with a lot of faith on this. So, I mean, if this is gonna be up here, I'm gonna grab some zip ties and just like zip these
Yeah.
down.
That's fine.
I think what's pretty interesting is this episode's gonna come out, and people. I don't see anybody doing this with a Panigale, but
With all kinds of other stuff.
it gives people like the thought process of it for whatever else. Like,
Zip tied to the post.
ah.
So I think what we'll do once we get all this stuff squared away in the rear, we could take this rear strap off
Okay.
and hook it up along the triple trees and pull the front end up so we can get the wheel off.
Okay.
That should work fine. I'm pretty happy that it worked out in actuality the way I thought it would in my head too.
Yeah. You get some creativity points on this one, Brian. All right. So you said you want to get all those bolts taken out now
Yeah, we could remove all those pieces from both sides and
that we loosened up earlier.
yep, and we'll be done with that. I guess while we're down there, we could take off that engine cover.
Right. All right. All extra shit is zip tied.
So what we're looking to do first.
Should we do the other sides until the tools are over there, or is there
Yeah,
a
that's
side
fine.
that we need to do?
No, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
But what we're going to do is we're going to take those two bottom bolts out
Right
that
down
hold
here?
the kickstand bracket down,
Oh, that. Okay.
right?
Yep.
Then we're going to take this bolt back here out,
Totally out.
and then we're going to take that bolt that goes through the shock out,
Okay.
this bolt out, and then that pinch bolt off and slide the whole thing off. All the linkages connected to
Right.
each other.
All right. So we'll start on the other side, get that knocked out, and then. Whoa, that's terrifying.
I'm just testing it.
Yeah. You know, cold sweats and all. Alrighty. Now I don't have to remove this, right? Because it's just a pinch bolt.
Well, we're going to have to remove it for powder coating.
Yeah, I meant like right now.
But right now, no.
Is there a way for us to like label the hardware?
We could bag it and label the bags.
Okay, perfect.
Just leave it down there.
So that's the only piece over here, right?
Yep.
Cool. Alrighty. Any particular order?
Shouldn't be.
Okay.
Now, when you take those two bolts out, that kickstand's going to want to fall, so
Okay.
just be ready for that.
I'm just gonna leave it in so it will ideally hold it up.
Now, that kickstand does have an electrical part on it, so there's a harness on it,
Right.
like a wire that comes off. Okay, so it's going to stay on there for a little bit. It still has some pinching pressure on it.
Okay. Should I get a piece of cardboard and put in between the kickstand and
You're
the...
good right now.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave that up there.
Now, hold the kickstand and loosen this pinch bolt. Wrong size?
Is it?
I don't know.
It's going up in there. Yeah. The hell? So that's a 6.
5 is loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be a 6 then. May just be misshapen a little bit. Give it a little tap at the back of the ratchet. See if you can get it to sink in there. There it goes. Keep going. There you go. All right, that's loose enough. Now grab that, yeah, it's gonna be hard coming out of there being that you had to beat it in. There you go, kickstand's out now. It should be able to slide it forward.
Just trying to be super careful with this.
Here.
Okay. All right. So now this can't come out until we get this out.
Yep. And then that's the last bolt. And then that one will attach it to the shock.
Thanks, Brian.
Now once you take that bolt out, the suspension's no longer attached.
All right. Wait, is this the right size? Fucking no. So how are we going to get this bolt out if it's going to have that pressure on it?
There shouldn't be, it should be held up. Because right now the wheel spins, so there's really no weight on it. Now turn it and pull the same, there you go.
Okay.
All right, so that bolt,
This one or this one?
that one. I guess technically this should just, okay, keep going. Pull it out. Nope, not yet. There you go.
Okay.
You could leave that one there, actually. Well, yeah, let's go ahead so we don't damage it.
Right.
It's going to drop when you take that bolt out too, so put a hand underneath it when you get close. Yeah. Sweet. Nothing I can do about it right now, buddy. All right, that's good. It should pull out now. No?
That's what she said. You still didn't.
I mean, the ratchet's in the way. Ratchet's in the way. Take the ratchet out. Everything comes out.
God, stupid.
We'll just have to make sure to remind Jacob to either blur out my crack or cut that part.
It's just on live stream.
Oh, even better.
Top-down perspective.
So should this pull out right now?
You got to slide the dog bone that's in the rear off of the swing arm,
Oh.
and now it should slide off sideways. Give it a little wiggly wiggle. There you go.
Man, that is a thick boy.
So you need to take that bolt that's in that, holding that dog bone, this one,
Okay.
out. It looks out. Make sure there's no washers or anything that drops when you pull that thing out of there.
Right. Look how clean that is.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm gonna grab a couple plastic bags.
Are we out of plastic bags for real? Looks like I gotta steal from my wife again. You guys just, nobody tell Heather that I'm stealing Ziplocs. How many we need, like 4?
Yeah, that should be enough.
Okay.
Can you grab me a small flathead screwdriver? That should be small enough, I hope. That was good. It worked. Thank you.
Small enough?
Yep, that was it.
It's like a time point.
That's what it is.
Okay.
So is this thing getting anodized?
I think it can, yeah. Yep.
You know what the Heims?
Especially with the Heims. I'm actually more concerned about being powder coated with the Heim joint in it.
Yeah, because you gotta bake that.
Well, not only that, I mean, they're okay with the heat. There's no plastic in there. It's all metal, but if you put powder on it, then they won't swivel.
Yeah, I mean, this would have to be completely
Taped off. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
We were also talking about that. I don't know where you were, but we were talking about anodized versus powder coat. Because the engine plate down there, we already planned on getting that powder coated. But we were originally saying like everything else is going to get anodized. But there's really no point in doing anodized instead of powder coat for everything. Because we don't know the anodizing guys, and we know powder coat holds up to heat.
Okay.
So, and we know powder coat we can get in black.
Yeah.
So it kind of like,
The more things that we get in the same format,
The cheaper it'll
the
be,
better.
too.
Well, I'm not thinking about not price.
Just in.
But as far as like colors matching and
It-
shades of black,
that's
and reflectivity and
It was the shades of black and the like high temp, like what if it's not type situation. So I think powder coat, and we already have a powder coat place, so
Exactly.
that
okay.
who know the show. So yeah, everything we're taking off will be sent to powder coat.
All right, so we got our part. You want to take that cover off now too?
Yeah, the last thing we gotta do is take the cover off. And then we're off to powder. If we almost got through an entire build with no powder coating. That seems to be a pretty like a regular part of the show. Do you know what size these are, Brian, off the top of your head?
I mean, move your fingers. 8 mil.
Do you already have the 8 out?
I think you used it for the
Yoink.
gas tank.
just a little
So
more
those two smaller bolts you could put right back into the engine case.
All right. The two smaller bolts, meaning
Those two smaller ones there,
these guys go here.
down in there. Yep.
Okay. We can take one of the bolts off of here and put it back into here, right?
Yeah, that bigger one that's right there.
This guy?
That one goes right there.
Are we sure that goes in there?
No.
Damn it.
What else could go in there?
One is still in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the bolt that goes. That's the bolt that goes through the shock that is laying there.
Yeah, that looks like the right size. Sweet.
And then that funny one goes in the swing arm.
This one?
Yep.
It's the one that goes back here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can honestly just put it right there.
That's it right there.
And then this guy goes up into there, right? Oh, right.
Now that's separate. That one's still on the shock. The one that goes up there, Chase.
Oh.
That's still on the shock.
So, yeah. Okay. And that's all the hardware that came out. Now we can move on to this.
You may want to go ahead and just go get your little gun
Yeah.
because there's a bunch of them and they're all pretty much loose. So
Pretend that never happened. Got a bag for me, Brian? It's gonna be quick.
where'd you put them?
Right there. Does this lower piece come off with this pan?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Now those nuts that you're taking off right now, the stud behind it is a 10 mil,
Oh, okay.
and you're gonna need a 10 mil deep for it.
Alright, whatever. I'll get that in a second. I didn't realize this thing was so damn, like, took up so much space. Okay.
Yeah, there's washers on all that stuff.
I don't know where it went.
Rolled over to the other side of the bike.
Alright. Thanks, camera. I think those are still 8s. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get to that one.
Now you need to unplug the stator from the cover. You need to take that center cap out.
Okay. Do we? What is that? Like a big boy?
It should be in the top drawer of those Allens. They're like real stubby, bigger size Allens in there.
I see. This guy.
No, that's an adapter. They
Oh.
look like that though. This guy pulls out a square adapter. Like, oh, is this it?
No, you can't tell it's square from one side of it.
There's a whole row right there. Yeah, one of those.
I see. That looks ridiculously close, though. All right, so it looks like we're dealing with a 17 type situation. All right. Okay. Do we need to put this in the bag?
Now you can just leave it on the lift.
So,
All right, and then we need our cool specialty tool to take the cover off.
do anybody know where that is specifically?
Might be on one of the bins. I'm not sure.
One of these bins or one of those up there?
One of those on the left hand side. On the racks. Or is it top of
Do you remember what it looked like, Brian?
Like that.
Oh, well, sweet. So we rotate this boy on like that, and then push this in, and it pushes it out.
Honestly, it's the seal's already been broken, so you could probably just grab that thing now and pull it off. Give it the wiggle.
Be careful of that O-ring. I think that's the new one.
That is the new O-ring. Yeah,
Okay. Well, Brian, I'm going to hand those to you before I ruin it.
just put it on right there.
This goes on that? Shit, alright. Is this the thing with the magnet?
Yep.
Okay.
Now, a bunch of other stuff rides in that cover, so there's pins that stick out that everything comes in, so you have to pull it perfectly straight. Wiggle it and up and down, left and right, and Sure you got all the hardware out of it?
I think this is not part of it, right? I don't think so.
Let me see real quick. This is going to need to be unplugged. And this is going to need to be unplugged. There you go.
All right, like a little freaking waffle cone ice cream. Don't eat that. Nope, that's not safe. Just cutting into your.
So we're going to take that bolt out.
All right,
We're going to take that cover, that little bolt out,
right.
and we're going to take 1, 2, 3 bolts out of here.
Okay.
These bolts are going to be difficult. I'm going to explain to you why.
All right, so I'll do
All
the
right.
other.
They are typically red Loctited in,
Right.
because if these bolts come out, they run against the flywheel and wreck house.
So they don't mess around
So
with those.
they're Loctited in, and usually they're fairly tight.
So
Now, when you're trying to take these out, you're working along this edge. And these things, they may not feel real sharp, but if your ratchet breaks loose and you hit them,
Gotcha.
talking stitches.
Oh shit.
You know, these things, they get real sharp.
Okay.
So when we're breaking these loose, we have to be very careful not to hurt yourself while you're doing it. So, what is that one? Does that just slide in there? Oh wow, look at that thing's cool. We'll figure out the rest of it later. We'll show you once we start getting stuff out of there.
Oh, it's like a clip.
Yeah, it's just a clip. It just clips
Typically,
in
there's
there.
a really pain
bolt,
in the ass bolt.
bolt to
Yeah.
hold that in there. Yeah.
All right, so gonna do these other boys first.
You should have that 5mm Allen right there. Right there. Yep.
Oh, is that for these?
Yep.
Okay. Those are last. I feel like Luke right now.
I think that's what the O-ring that I have for is for that part.
Ah.
Don't break it.
Why you gotta say shit like that? I need a flathead. I understand you're trying to get it, Brian. I have a specialty tool for that. Ducati Special. Am I missing something with this coming
No,
out?
it's just in there real tight with the O-ring. Right here. Look, so you can see what I'm doing. Nothing's going to fly off and smash you. I'm going to get it in between these two parts. Or at least try to.
So there's a good ledge right here to grab onto.
Here, hold that for a second. Let's see if I can push it out this way. There we go.
So it's easier to push it from the inside?
Well, now there's space in there.
Oh, okay.
Try and be even both sides.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
There's the O-rings in there.
Right.
And I think that's that size. Yes. Okay. So we need to get these. Where's that other tool? The O-ring tool that you just used as a pry bar instead of an O-ring tool.
This is the O-ring.
This is
tool.
exactly what these are meant for taking these out of places like this.
I like how you talk about our little custom tool that Judd made us.
Can you
as if
grab me the not so curled one?
Wait,
Not the flat one. There's one that's got a little bit of a curl to it, not a lot like this one.
Well,
There's 3 of these, right?
yes. Currently, I only see 2 of them, though. One of them exists in another dimension.
One of them exists in your office.
Oh, cool.
Could you see any of that? Probably not. Did you actually get in the hole when I did that?
Absolutely.
Or you want to watch now?
Yeah, man.
All right, so you take your top of the O-ring.
Just look.
The other one had a better angle. Here we go.
It's like a mechanical chopstick used for mechanical work.
So we need to save both of these O-rings because I only got one new one.
Oh, we got time. We could probably order another one.
Okay. So all that stuff is out. This thing is weird.
So that one, that's our new case, though, right? That.
Yes, this is the new one.
So, would those have came with it? Because I don't see us taking the old ones out and putting them in there.
What's that? These?
The ones that you just took out.
The O-rings.
Oh.
Or is that the?
This is the old one.
Oh, we didn't get a new one.
Oh, right. That's the whole reason we're
We're
getting
powder
it powder
coating.
coated.
Yeah.
Because the cost was
This
like
is the old one.
$400 or
Right.
some shit.
I got
So here's what I'm gonna do.
So we do need to order another O-ring.
You take this.
Yes, sir.
Give me that flathead.
Yes, sir.
When I push this clip down, I need you to get that tool behind this edge and pry it out. See what I'm saying? Behind this
I'm
edge.
going to go in here.
Yep.
Okay. In position, Captain.
Stuff it in there. Okay.
I'm in, Captain.
She's out, Captain. That's pretty neat.
That is pretty neat.
So for people that haven't ever done that, typically there's a really annoying ass bolt that easily strips and it's about right there
They put it somewhere in there,
and
and
it's so stupid.
it's never easy to get to. It's always got a ton of Loctite on it. It's always a small head.
I remember that shit because when I was doing the freaking monster, before we had a decent situation, stripped the F out of that thing. And it was,
Was that out of the new cover?
I don't even remember.
Because you had to replace the.
I had to replace it, yeah.
Right. All right. So,
So
now
I guess
you,
it was probably in the old one.
you get to take these 3 out.
Yay!
Now, do you want me to let you almost cut yourself, or you want me to show you?
No, let me cut myself.
Okay,
Let me learn.
there you go.
Let me learn the hard way. You're watching one of them nature documentaries and you see the monkeys just like kneeled over like a piece of wood and just like banging on shit. That's how I feel right now.
Ooh, ooh, ha.
Thanks, Brian. Just for the people at home, what was going to be your recommendation for this?
Instead of holding it flat, I hold it up on its edge.
Ah, that makes sense.
So instead of pushing around the edge of it, you push downward away from it.
Makes a lot of sense. Damn, these are in, man.
There's just wait till you see how much Loctite is on those bolts when you get them out.
And look like freaking boogered up monsters.
And if I remember correctly, it's yellow Loctite.
What's the gauge of Loctite? Color-wise?
Blue, red, green, yellow.
No. I decline your call. Sorry. Obviously, I didn't mute my fucking Mac Mini.
What'd you do to the piece? The string?
Whoa! Huh. That was weird. Okay, we're back now, and then that'll catch up. That was weird. It was like the phone call messed it up.
People are like, look, no video feed.
Oh God. There it is. We're back.
Like 8 minutes. I yelled for help from Luke. I'm sorry.
Wreck Bike Rebuild, full of technical difficulties, always.
That was weird.
That was weird. It was like totally blacked out. Could y'all hear us though?
Yeah, they could hear it.
Oh.
This is
So at least they knew we were still here.
Yeah. It was just like, guys.
Who turned out the lights?
This is some amazing TV. The visuals are just stunning.
Hey, listen, we're trying to work,
AKA riveting content.
and of course at 5:32. Wait, what time is it? Dan texts me.
4:32.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Dan texts me no picture on live stream. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate it. Thank you, Dan. I got it.
Oh,
also,
you're totally
Dan,
not in that at all.
Also, Dan, thank you for the drinks. The guys are
Is it just
enjoying
me, or
them.
is that camera not really pointing
you
at
can't
the?
see the you can't see
Oh.
the rest of the thing.
Gotcha. That makes much more sense now.
Dan, you can't see all the drinks because they're in the fridge, I think. And
Some are in the fridge.
the guys appreciate it. I don't drink Bang, but you know,
You should.
coffee all day. Okay, these three are. What is that? Yellow, or is that oil?
I don't even see any Loctite on these.
WTF? What happened to the Loctite? It's the mystery of the missing Loctite.
I'm just curious as to why they came out so slow if there was no Loctite on them.
Probably my weak hands. All right. So now this thing is a giant magnet.
So grab it and pull it out.
Okay. Oh well, that was.
That's the magnet.
Ha. All right. So this needs to go to a safe place, right?
Yeah, you don't want to drop it. It's oily.
No, it doesn't need to go around. No. No, thank you. Because I know who will have to clean it up. All right. So now, minus the tool, this is ready for powder.
That one little cap's got to come out.
This little guy?
Yep.
Okay. Do you know what size that is? Looks like a 5.
Looks like a 6.
Damn it. You serious?
Yeah, it looks like a 6.
Son of a. Shocker of the century. That animosity is not meant to be towards you, Brian.
Hold the cover straight up and down.
Ugh, you cut your legs off.
There you go. And push downward.
And just like that, Brian saved my legs and pants.
Those are new, aren't they?
Those are my new skinny pants. Yeah, that aren't so skinny. Look, you can barely see my calves.
Wait till they have a couple cycles in the dryer.
Well,
We need both of those things.
okay. So now
All right,
this.
so that's ready for powder coat.
This is ready for powder coat. Okay. Should we do something about that while, because that's like exposed, that's like the engine of the engine.
Yeah, I mean, if we have like a Home Depot bag or something that we just got stuff in.
We might have a Lowe's bag because Home Depot. Dude. Okay, this is not going to do us any good. So we should put this in its own bag, right?
Well,
Oh, no, we can put it in the
those
bag.
3 bolts, the cap and the O-ring and that other
Right.
bolt, all that stuff should go together.
Okay. Do we need to label these or just they'll be pretty obvious when we get to it?
Mm-hmm.
So this is all internal.
Mm-hmm.
This guy goes.
That goes in there too. It's just all that stuff that goes with that cover.
Do you want the new O-ring in this bag or?
Sure.
Okay.
And then all the external hardware is right here.
Got it. Okay. All right. All right. This is going to there for powder coat. Can we just cover it in this shit?
It's not big enough. There you go. No, still not big enough.
Don't worry, Brian. I'm very persistent.
Please look at that and pay attention to what you're doing so I don't have to go back and redo it.
Look, it's every crevice is protected. No debris is getting in here.
All right. Did you
Fixed it.
you still have to unplug the kickstand. We need to cover the muffler so if any oil leaks out of that engine case, it doesn't wind up on the pipe.
Okay. Does this unplug? Looks like I'm gonna need a pair of snips.
Underneath pipe top metal.
Never to be seen again. Where the do not get that. I need to get that for myself. Where's the flat?
What do you, is that a pick?
Maybe.
Here.
Yeah. That'll work. I mean, how are you a motorcycle technician remain all your sanity? Like the stupidest little shit.
I can guarantee you there ain't one sane motorcycle mechanic on the planet.
Okay, kickstand's off because it's going to powder coat.
So you gotta take it apart and powder coat it.
So, wow, a kickstand is far more complicated than I thought it was.
It's got one bolt in it and 2 screws.
We'd have to, like, all this clippage and shit? We leave that on? There's no way.
The clip holds the nut in place on the back.
Oh.
So you pop the clip and take the bolt out.
Oh, okay. So you don't have
And then
to...
these 2 screws.
Gotcha.
And then when you pop the clip, take the bolt out, and this top section comes out, these are just forked. So it just slides off.
Okay.
And then it's 2 pieces that get powder coated.
Thank God. All right, so popping clip
Little
out.
flathead. Put your hand over it so when the clip comes off, it doesn't go flying across the room. No. Stick it right there. And
Okay.
twist. Now you need to loosen the bolt.
Okay.
Watch your fingers.
God, I almost hit myself in the dick twice. Jeez.
Well, it's a good thing it didn't get pinched in the spring of the...
Oh, no.
Goodbye, Mr. Mushroom Head.
Can we just not? Stop this, Brian.
This one is a shearing force.
Like an apple with a bite taken out of it.
Oh.
Trying to make this as uncomfortable as I can. It's
Mission-
working.
Mission accomplished, Captain. So now, all right, can you hand me 2?
That actually should have come apart already. Yeah, don't lose that. But this should have slid out of there.
Negative Ghost
Let me
Rider.
take a look.
I'm just gonna focus on here, not dropping this. Uh-oh. Did you just pop the back off or something?
So that back that was just what I thought was just a nut was actually a sleeve, and it went in and went through the kickstand. So
So now the whole thing.
you could have
should
that,
just come out.
and then you could have this. It's going to fall apart. It's 2 pieces. And then these are the thrust washers. And then there's your kickstand.
All right, powder coat ready.
And these you need to take out with an Allen. Those 2 screws out for the kickstand switch, and then so this is the style of kickstand switch I was talking about that had a magnet. It's actually fitted into the kickstand right there.
Yeah.
And then if you can see the edges are like peened over just a tiny bit, that's all that holds that magnet in there, is the fact that they slid it into its home and then hit the aluminum, so it bent over the end of it.
Huh.
That's it. So I think it was Diavels had a recall for this because it wasn't peened over far enough, and the kickstand switch was pulling the magnets out of the side stand.
Brian, it's Diavel. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking
It's a
animals.
Peningly, damn it.
You know YouTube. You know somebody on there be like, I live in Italy, 3 blocks from the Diavel factory. I make my focaccia over there. I don't know what's happening anymore.
Dude, focaccia is so good, I miss it.
What is focaccia?
It's a type of bread.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it.
Why is there cocaine dropping from this?
It's corrosion.
Oh. All right, Luke. So you're going to head to the powder coat place, and we'll see you guys next time. That's not... No, Luke. No. Jesus Christ.
Bag.
Tagged and bagged. Or
I think I
bagged.
got it.
I thought a lot. I thought a lot of stuff during that time. Wait, do we have a kickstand bag? Do now.
Good thing somebody gave you all those bags.
Man, thank God. Thanks, babe.
So we did need to save these O-rings and stuff. We kind of left these over here.
Yeah.
These are going to go into that bag with all the internal hardware for the stator cover.
Yes, that is over there.
Over there.
Putting all this. Ah, it's falling apart. No. No, stay together.
Why don't you take it apart and put it in the bag?
We're almost to the end, Brian. Don't lose it now. We've made it. We have made it here. All right. Where's the things that you had a second ago that you said
I
go
left them
into
where you
something?
left them.
2 rings and a little clip.
Yep.
Got it.
You grab one more bag for me. Crack that.
Nice try, Brian. Try.
I gladly throw these bolts at you to catch
I
the
know
bag.
you will. That's why I gotta play this game. I gotta play my hand safely and smartly. I can only push the bull so far before you get the horns. Like
My
that.
favorite is watching the Matadors get it. Love it.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Okay. Powder coat.
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 And then we gotta. I'm gonna take that with me.
Yeah.
I'll disassemble it at home.
Hold on. Look. And powder coat. That was great. Okay. Well, that was sketch as F. What you guys know about this thing? Nothing yet. Just wait.
Still live stream.
Oh.
Hold on.
So live stream, I don't want to touch it, but we have this scooter that I have no information about the company whatsoever, but they sent me an email and were like, hey, will you review our scooter? So I told the guys that we're going to take this scooter, we're going to go to like a Mountain Motorsports dealership that has a big parking lot. We're going to set up an autocross track. Is it autocross? That's in the parking lots, right?
Yeah.
We're going to set up an autocross track, and we're going to have time trials on who can run the fastest lap
Come on,
time.
man. We deal with motorcycles, though. So it's a Gymkhana track.
We're going to make a Gymkhana track for this freaking scooter thing. This is what happens when a company's like, hey, we'll pay you to make a video on a product that you don't, I have no want for this scooter. So we were filming the bobber video. We're like, I think it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And we were just wrap filming. We're like, you know what? Let's do it. It'll be a fun video. Just wait. Okay, Brian, now that all of that is done and our bike is kind of chillaxing, where are we at right now? What's the stage we're at?
Trying to figure out how to get the front wheel off.
Okay. That seems like it's going to be a real F show. Or an S show. Oh, that works too.
So what I think we're going to do, can you grab me one of them soft straps? And then, can you grab me another soft strap?
Yes.
And do you have one more ratchet strap?
Yes.
Oh, it's not ratchet, never mind.
Ooh. The all-knowing was not all-knowing.
Power of editing, Bruce Little ones.
All right. You're at the mercy of Jacob now.
David Wynn.
My Lord Jacob, please. That wasn't a douche move. I was undoing it for you. And also, what the F is the plan here? What is this going to achieve?
So we can take the weight off the front end.
Okay. Let go. Let make it happen. Captain. Andale. Mommy E-I, E-I, uh-oh. That's how
the
that's
chat asked you how you like an MT-09 with the new exhaust on it.
I like it. I do need to mess with the fueling a little bit though. But
oh, yeah, we never did that second video.
not yet. I still have it. So I got a new charger for the laptop, and
Right.
and I had it for a little while. I got a little sidetracked or whatever, and yeah, the dog ate the second one. Technically it's the third one.
Your dog is a dragon, is what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're going over this rod?
Yeah.
Is the game?
Hopefully that will do what I want it to.
You're basically opening the taco.
I don't know if that's actually doing what I want it
So
to.
what if we... I'm out of this one.
What if we just wait to
Um,
do the front wheel? Because it's not, like, it's going to be take it off, take it up there, bring it back. It's not going to be a big deal. I
That's
can do
true.
that off camera,
That's
or off film day, because we're tempting physics at this point.
Well, I was going to take this strap off,
Oh,
so I just wanted it to take that weight in case it wanted to drop.
I see.
And then I was going to move this strap to here, and then kind of pull this up a little. But we can wait.
With this working
We can
as
wait.
well as it actually has so far, I say we'll wait for the front tire, or if the front wheel whole situation, until we get it back on solid ground. I vote yay.
Okay.
All right, that's at least half the garage. Somebody in the garage thinks we should do that. Okay, we have removed the integral guts of the Peningly that connect the rear suspension to the.
I mean, it's not integral. We took every bit of suspension off this swing arm. There
Well-
ain't no suspension left on this bike in the rear.
Okay, and yet we still have the bike not tacoed in. So, are we good to end there? Then
Yeah.
mission accomplished.
Yeah.
It looks a little jerry-rigged, but he jerry-rigs everything. So.
Well, we'll make it look just a little bit less jerry rigged and take this one out of here.
Okay,
There
so
you go.
now
One less.
I really wanted you to just do a circle and you just to become like a fork inside of a pile of spaghetti.
A fork inside a pile of spaghetti.
Fat kid.
Listen to that analogy.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys for watching to the end of the video. In the next video, we will take those stuff, killing the game. We're gonna take that stuff to get powder coated. Oh, did we talk about on camera powder coat versus anodize? Because we were talking about anodizing it earlier.
We did, but I think for the Luke put it a good way, for it to be as uniform as we would like it to be, to have it all done by the same material. So we're gonna wind up powder coating everything.
Yeah, so we thought about anodizing, but then anodizing, you have to have a certain type of heat-resistant anodization. And if we're already getting something powder-coated, we already have a company we've gone to get powder-coated every
So
single
weird.
season. Every single? We've had something powder-coated every season, right?
Did you do
Monster?
stuff on the Monster?
Mhm.
Then yes.
Yep. So we'll continue the powder coating process on the next episode, and we will also focus on a lot of like little detail stuff while all the stuff's out getting powder coated. We got the heat shielding.
Yep.
We got the extra heat shielding that we're going to work with, and we got a couple other bits and bobs that we're going to be working on. So that will be on the next episode. Thank you guys for getting to the end. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to find out what happens to the monster. To the Peningly. Wow. All right, Brian, finish it up. I'm literally useless at this point. No, man. Okay. Also, check out Patreon, because that is who. That's how we fund the show, and that's who we decide. That's how we decide who gets this motorcycle. Is over there. It's good times, and I think that's all I got. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Graphics. Demonetized.
Can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
Can't do that. Goodness.
No, you get the little. No, you get the little. The cartoon gun that goes
Bang.
bang. Yeah, see,
I
it's
think
a
I
joke.
still think that's too much.
Yeah, it's 2019, buddy.
Snowflakes. No.
You didn't just say that, did you?
Yeah.
We,
Dude,
we're
I love
gonna
snowflakes. It's Christmas time. Fuck y'all. What?
we're gonna want to cover the airbox too.
All right, Brian, I got you.
That piece of bubble wrap you pulled out of there before would work just fine.
Just stuff it on in, or what's the game plan here?
And then just fold it over, leave it cover the whole thing loosely. You know what fold means?
No.
Here, hold that.
Don't pour it into the, this thing didn't got no superchargers in it. It's gonna be running off birthday cake bash. Sponsor. Wow. I will not get used to that smell. Holy snaps.
Bang!
Dude, we would make such a good Bang commercial. Ah, man.
Oh, dude, earlier today I had the best upshift ever. You know, sometimes when those shifts just happen perfectly right. When we were headed down the highway, I was rolling out in like fifth gear and just clicked off in the second into sixth, and it was like, you know, pop, blah. I was like, oh, so nice. Perfect little crackle of a backfire in between shifts.
Little highlight to the old day. All right, today's been a long one. Glad to sign off. This is Chase.
Outro crew.
Yeah, there you go, Luke. Continue. Just keep going. You got this. Ow, fuck.
I was going to ask the outro crew if this is sketchy or not sketchy, but I know it's sketchy, so
Okay,
I don't
no,
need
then
the
it's
answer
a
to
scale. Outro crew on a scale of 1 to what the what do you rate this situation?
our little suspension setup here.
This is only sketchy because of the level we have the Panigale at. If we'd have done this first thing, then like, well, whatever. You know what I mean? All right, we gotta do a thumbnail.
Now there's going to be hands all over your parking lot, all over your driveway.
As if there's not already. All right, I need a camera so we can take a thumbnail.
It's still a little warm in here.
You know what would cool you down? Ride on a scooter.
I was going to say ride home, the fuck out.
Now that it's fully charged.
Is it? Oh shit, it's time.
All right, let's do this thumbnail so we can get the fuck out of here. And by get the fuck out of here, I mean ride the scooter.
There's a direction in which it goes in.
Should well, it should say right here, somewhere. On the top.
There's little grooves in it.
I don't know. Godspeed. Go the other way. I think this is the angle you want.
Really?
Yeah. There's nothing. There's no suspension.
Oh, right. Can you move the chairs? Yeah.
Somebody's asking if you went with an Aero exhaust fan.
No, GPR.
And how did you get a hold of the GPR exhaust?
eBay.
Well, they can't hear me. They just heard eBay.
Will you go in that corner and I'm going to sit next to the
So obviously, like, make sure you get all of this, and I'm gonna need a room above, like, remove or I'll need text, like right here.
It no go.
Probably gotta break out the instructions.
Oh, that's awesome. Yep, cool. Live stream fam, I'll post some of these photos
Dash doing anything?
on Patreon.
So, hold on. I'm pressing buttons. Short press. So you want to go to D icon in red.
All right, guys, thanks for watching.
Yep.
We'll see y'all on the next one.
Exit.